With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone, and he'll be brought. Purdy going to the air right away. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Now a 2nd and 10. Purdy looking to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Kalijah Kancey collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. Busts through the tackle. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now George. And his throw is incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Second and 10.
19 right. 18 Pioneer.
George looking to pass. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. George to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The Seahawks at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum play. Go quick.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Throwing here, Purdy. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jordan. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, San Francisco.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. And this one is incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, but it'll be second down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Brought down by Willie Gay. Now 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Going for the deep ball. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Reek Whelan. And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Partner, I think this will win a ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
On 1st and 10, George. Hyatt able to make the catch downfield. Down the sideline he goes. He may go. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jalen Hyatt, 93 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game. And it's out. He put it on the carpet, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 3rd and 2, George. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 7-yard
Bronco
line.
switch. Bronco switch.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Go.
Looking to throw. George. And he's got it. On the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man, complete. It's Jordan. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there's no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st down, 49ers.
Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks will take over here just shy of the 30.
The Seahawks take over.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago and in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
19 tight. 19 tight. 60 Bobcats. 60 Buffalo 18.
On third down, George. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
18, Rattler, 18.
On 1st down, George. Hyatt has got it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The good pickup there of 20 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Operating from the gun, George. And down inside the 15 he goes. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
19, Tiger, 19.
Off the play fake, George. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. Necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Throwing to start the drive. George. Got a man. It's Tyquan Thornton. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 46-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. George. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 9 yards that time. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Mustang 19. 79 Broncos. Ready.
Back to throw. George. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Let's go now.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Looking to throw. George. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the 49ers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And my goodness, another interception. And the Seahawks will take over possession here up at the 44. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
He's going to look deep down the field. And he's got it. Out of the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyquan Thornton. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Seahawks open the lead up to 34-0. Point after, right down the middle. And the run is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secure. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now Purdy. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. It'll be a gain of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Purdy now to throw. That's Samuel, caught left side. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. Flush to his right. Touchdown 49ers. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
49ers 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Hold it ready.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. And this one too low.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
To throw again on second down. George is going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. A final shot before break. George. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Yeah, no question. He got to the QB late, CD, and that's going to get a flag every time.
Every single time. Because let's face it, the league is always going to have an emphasis on these calls. They want to take care of these quarterbacks who are in vulnerable positions when they're passing the football.
Come 19, come 19. Panther 11, Panther 11. Go.
A final shot before break. George. This is caught. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
19, 18. Ready, ready.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Dragon 60.
To throw on 3rd down. George. He's got his target. That's complete. Down to the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyquan Thornton with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Seahawks have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this will be returned from, and he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Seahawks have picked it up. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. There he goes, right side. And he gets it down to the 32. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. 51 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Purdy off the play fake. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. A 2nd down throw for Purdy. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Purdy looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. The Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. That was a 3rd and somewhat manageable, now not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
70 range, 70 range. Trap 60, trap 60. Street. Hey, check that, street.
Purdy. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and the Seahawks are going to take over the football. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 5.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play.
Get it!
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The Seahawks send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film section in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing here, Purdy. Oh, he makes the catch off the tip by the safety. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
First down, 49ers.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26.
San Francisco.
On 1st down, Purdy. And now here is another interception. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
56 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And now they're in the hurry-up.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
29-yard line.
And my goodness, another interception. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
1 yard gain.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
The 38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Now George.
And that will be incomplete.
Well, big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half.
And now off to the races down the right side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Purdy's throw taken in by Samuel.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
It returns it right back to Samuel.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, San Francisco.
Track 60. Buffalo 18. Cup 19. Cup 19. Let's go.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down.
And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Check, Bobcat. Check, Bobcat. Ready?
Back to the air on 2nd down, Purdy.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions. Have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation.